Let's start with a reality that can be hard to swallow, but one that will ultimately set you free. Nobody cares about you, at least not in the way you may think. This isn't meant to sound harsh or cynical, but rather it's a reminder that the only person truly responsible for your life is you. It's easy to look around and hope for someone else to notice your efforts, to step in and guide you, or to offer the validation you crave. But the truth is, people are wrapped up in their own lives, their own dreams, and their own struggles. And that's okay. Self-reliance is the cornerstone of personal strength and independence. It's the understanding that your life, your success, and your happiness are entirely in your hands. No one else can live your life for you. No one else can make your decisions, and no one else can walk your path. In a world that constantly changes, being self-reliant means that you have the ability to adapt, to face challenges head-on, and to move forward without needing others to carry you through. It's about trusting yourself, knowing that you have what it takes to figure things out, to solve problems, and to rise above adversity. Being self-reliant doesn't mean shutting others out or refusing help. Rather, it's about recognizing that the foundation of your life must be built by you. It's a mindset that says, I am responsible for my own growth, for my own peace, and for my own progress. When you rely on others too heavily, whether for validation, direction, or support, you surrender your power. You place your success and your sense of worth in someone else's hands. But when you cultivate self-reliance, you take ownership of your destiny. You make the choices, you take the risks, and you reap the rewards. This principle of self-reliance is what allows you to stand tall, even when the world around you feels uncertain. It gives you the confidence to pursue your goals with unwavering determination, knowing that no matter the obstacles, you can find a way. You can build the life you envision, not because others have paved the road for you, but because you have the strength, resilience, and resourcefulness to pave it yourself. It's about being your own anchor in the storm, your own source of motivation when times get tough, and your own champion when others don't see the value in what you're striving for. People are naturally focused on their own lives, their own struggles, and their own dreams. In a world filled with distractions, personal goals, and daily responsibilities, the reality is that most people are preoccupied with navigating their own paths. This isn't necessarily a sign of selfishness, it's just human nature. Everyone is carrying the weight of their own experiences, their own concerns, and their own ambitions. They are working through challenges that may never be visible to you. This is why it's crucial to understand that while we may often seek validation, attention, or even sympathy from others, their primary focus will almost always be on themselves. The person you're hoping will notice your effort, acknowledge your pain, or celebrate your success is often too wrapped up in their own world to offer more than fleeting support. Recognizing this allows you to let go of the expectation that others will consistently be there to guide, comfort, or affirm you. It's not that they don't care at all, but rather that their capacity to do so is often limited by their personal priorities. By embracing this reality, you can free yourself from the need for constant external validation. Instead of looking outward for approval or encouragement, you begin to build a stronger relationship with yourself. You understand that ultimately you must be your own advocate, your own source of motivation, and your own cheerleader. The fact that others are focused on their own lives isn't a reflection of your worth or the value of what you're doing. It's a reflection of the simple truth that everyone is trying to make sense of their own journey, just like you are. This realization is empowering because it encourages self-sufficiency. You learn to find strength within yourself, knowing that the only person who truly understands your experience is you. When you stop expecting others to invest heavily in your personal story, you liberate yourself to focus on what truly matters: your own growth, your own goals, and your own happiness. Taking full ownership of your life means stepping into a mindset where you accept total responsibility for everything within your control: your actions, decisions, thoughts, and outcomes. It's about recognizing that while external circumstances might influence you, they don't define you. When you take ownership, you no longer play the victim to situations or blame others for where you are in life. Instead, you acknowledge that you have the power to shape your future, regardless of the challenges or obstacles in front of you. This level of accountability demands that you stop waiting for others to save you or change your life. You stop relying on luck, external validation, or the actions of others to determine your success. You stop making excuses for why you haven't reached your goals yet. It's a shift from a reactive to a proactive approach where you consciously decide to be the architect of your life. When you take full ownership, it also means accepting your mistakes and learning from them. It's about seeing failures not as dead ends, but as valuable lessons that guide you toward better decisions in the future. It's a mindset that says, yes, I've made mistakes, but I'm committed to learning from them, and moving forward, you develop the resilience to face setbacks head on and the wisdom to adjust your course without being derailed by the bumps along the way. In taking ownership, you also develop an unwavering commitment to personal growth. You understand that the quality of your life is directly tied to your willingness to improve, evolve, and make better choices every day. This requires consistent self-reflection, the courage to step out of your comfort zone, and a dedication to your own development. External validation is fleeting because it depends on the ever-changing opinions, moods, and expectations of others. When you rely on external sources for approval, you place your self-worth in the hands of people who may or may not understand your journey, values, or aspirations. Their praise can lift you temporarily, but just as quickly their criticism or indifference can bring you down. The problem with seeking validation from others is that it is unstable and unpredictable. People's opinions are shaped by their own experiences, biases, and emotional states, which can shift rapidly and often have nothing to do with you or your actual efforts. Furthermore, relying on external validation often leads to a never-ending cycle of chasing approval. You may find yourself adjusting who you are, what you do, or how you present yourself just to gain favor from others. This behavior can create a sense of emptiness because you're not living authentically. You're living for the applause, the recognition, or the approval of people who don't truly know the depth of your purpose. The satisfaction you get from external praise is often temporary and shallow because it's based on surface-level perceptions, not on the core of who you are. True fulfillment comes from within, from knowing that you're aligned with your values, pursuing your goals, and being the best version of yourself regardless of whether others notice or approve. When you seek validation internally, you build a foundation of self-confidence that isn't swayed by outside opinions. You learn to trust your intuition, your decisions, and your path, and that kind of inner validation is lasting. It gives you peace of mind and a deeper sense of satisfaction because it's grounded in the knowledge that you're being true to yourself, rather than performing for an audience. Your journey is yours alone because no one else can truly understand the intricacies of your experiences, the depths of your struggles, or the heights of your ambitions. Life is deeply personal, and each of us is walking a path that is uniquely shaped by our choices, circumstances, and inner convictions. While people may offer advice or guidance, they cannot walk the path for you. Only you know the full context of your dreams, fears, and challenges. This realization empowers you to take ownership of your decisions and your direction. Along your journey, you may seek approval or advice from others, hoping they will understand and support you. But often, people can't fully grasp what you're going through because their perspective is limited by their own experiences. They may offer opinions or judgments, but those are based on their lens, not yours. Relying too heavily on external feedback can lead to confusion or frustration when others don't validate or understand your path. But that's because your journey isn't meant for them to understand, it's meant for you to live. When you embrace that your journey is yours alone, you stop looking outward for validation and start trusting your own instincts and inner wisdom. This trust leads to a stronger sense of self, where you can confidently make decisions that align with your values and goals, even when those around you don't understand. You learn to listen to your inner voice, which knows what you need and where you're headed. This shift allows you to take full ownership of your path without feeling the pressure to explain, justify, or seek approval for your choices. Additionally, recognizing that your journey is personal allows you to find peace in moments of solitude or adversity. You come to realize that not everyone will walk alongside you or celebrate your milestones, but that's okay. Those moments of loneliness or challenge are part of the growth process, and they strengthen your resilience. You become more self-reliant and develop a deeper connection with yourself, knowing that the most important person on this journey is you. By understanding that your path is unique, you also free yourself from comparison. It's easy to look at others and think they're ahead or more successful, but when you focus on your own journey, you realize that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Everyone's timeline is different, and comparing yourself to others only distracts you from your own progress. Instead, you learn to honor your pace, your experiences, and your growth, knowing that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. In the end, your journey is a sacred process of discovery and self-realization. No one else can walk it for you, and no one else will understand it the way you do. But that's the beauty of it. It's yours alone, and it holds the potential for you to become the person you're meant to be, without needing external validation or approval. This realization brings a sense of freedom and empowerment as you fully embrace the responsibility and privilege of walking your own unique path. The world moves on without you because life is constantly evolving with or without your participation. Every moment, events unfold, decisions are made, and people continue on their own paths, irrespective of what is happening in your life. This truth can feel sobering, yet it serves as a reminder that the universe doesn't stop for anyone. Whether you're going through a tough time, experiencing success, or simply pausing to reflect, the world keeps spinning. Time moves forward, and so do the people around you. This realization underscores the importance of taking responsibility for your own life and not waiting for others to validate your experiences. People may empathize with your struggles or celebrate your wins, but their lives don't revolve around yours. They have their own battles to fight, their own goals to achieve, and their own concerns to manage. Expecting the world to stop or slow down to accommodate your personal narrative is unrealistic. Everyone is on their own journey, navigating their unique challenges and ambitions, just like you are. Understanding that the world moves on without you can also foster a sense of urgency. It serves as a powerful reminder that time is precious and the opportunities of today may not be there tomorrow. It encourages you to take action rather than waiting for perfect conditions or hoping that life will pause until you're ready. Whether it's pursuing a dream, making a change, or overcoming a hardship, the world won't wait for you to catch up. It's up to you to seize the moment and create your own path, regardless of what's happening around you. Moreover, this realization can bring freedom. It releases you from the burden of thinking that everyone is watching or judging your every move. In reality, most people are too consumed with their own lives to focus on yours. This knowledge allows you to live more authentically without the fear of constant scrutiny. You can make mistakes, take risks, and grow at your own pace, knowing that the world is not holding its breath for your next move. Recognizing that the world moves on without you also encourages resilience. Life is full of setbacks, but no matter how tough things get, the world keeps turning. Seasons change, opportunities arise, and new chapters begin, whether you're ready or not. This perspective can motivate you to rise above your challenges, knowing that stagnation is not an option. You have the choice to keep moving forward, just like the world around you. At the same time, this understanding cultivates a sense of humility. It reminds you that you're part of a much larger ecosystem where everyone has a role to play. You are important, but you are not the center of the universe. The world is filled with billions of stories, each as intricate and meaningful as your own. This perspective fosters compassion and empathy for others, recognizing that while you are focused on your own journey, others are facing their own battles, often unseen. In the end, the knowledge that the world moves on without you is both humbling and empowering. It pushes you to take control of your life, knowing that time doesn't stop for anyone. You learn to embrace your moments, both the highs and the lows, without expecting the world to pause and wait. It teaches you to live fully, with an awareness that life continues to evolve and the only person responsible for navigating your journey is you. Use this reality as motivation by recognizing that the fact that the world moves on without you can be a powerful catalyst for action. When you understand that time waits for no one, it can ignite a fire within you to stop procrastinating, to let go of indecision, and to pursue your dreams and goals with a sense of urgency. This awareness creates a shift in perspective from waiting for the right moment to realizing that the only moment you truly have is now. Each second that passes is an opportunity to move forward, to grow, to make a difference if you choose to seize it. Instead of feeling daunted by the fact that life doesn't stop for you, this truth can be a reminder that you are in control of your own path. Knowing that the world continues spinning, whether you take action or not, can encourage you to stop holding yourself back, to take risks, and to act boldly in the face of uncertainty. It can inspire you to ask yourself, if I don't start now, when will I? The realization that no one else is going to live your life for you serves as a motivating force to take ownership of your decisions and your future. This reality can also drive you to make the most of your time, reminding you that each day offers new opportunities to improve, learn, and move closer to your goals. Instead of waiting for circumstances to align perfectly, you become motivated to make progress, no matter how small. Every step counts, and every effort brings you closer to where you want to be. The passage of time becomes less intimidating and more of an ally, something that pushes you forward rather than something to fear. When you internalize this truth, it can lead you to embrace resilience. Understanding that life moves on with or without you gives you the strength to keep going when things get tough. It encourages you not to dwell on setbacks or missed chances, but to focus on what's ahead. You learn to use failure as fuel, knowing that the world doesn't stop because of a stumble. Instead, you rise, knowing that the journey continues and it's up to you to keep moving forward with it. This perspective can also help you cultivate a sense of urgency and purpose in everything you do. Whether it's in your personal growth, your relationships, or your career, this understanding can motivate you to be more intentional with your time and your energy. It propels you to stop wasting time on things that don't matter, to prioritize what truly aligns with your goals and values, and to focus on what will bring you closer to the life you envision for yourself. Recognizing that the world keeps moving can also inspire you to push past fear. Often, the fear of failure or rejection can paralyze you, keeping you from taking steps toward what you really want. But when you realize that no one is paying as much attention to your missteps as you might think, and that time continues regardless, it can liberate you from the pressure of perfection. You're free to try, to experiment, to fail, and to learn, without the burden of feeling like the world is watching and judging your every move.